so smart. And Alana, she's so beautiful, but they ain't like other babies. And they daddy far from usual. Now I'm missing cause I'm about my father's business. It ain't about this shit I used to do in that 98 Navy, the tan leather seats. See, without wisdom, this world make you weak. I found out that the truth was bitter. The lies are sweet. Tried everything. I guess me and Johanna had to meet. Now I make the blind see. And I make the dead speak. And teach both my little girls the day that they lie with a man, they better bring them bloody bed sheets. Chaos match the time. This Glock match my handpiece. And I ain't trying to take him out, but I will defend this house. Or take a check. 144 in that black trench on some hitman shit. Should call me 47. Praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the wedding. Fuck the fame. Ask why, tell them I'm loyal to the king. Until the righteous reign. Loyal to the king. I walk that straight lane to break the chain. Loyal to the king. The devils can't have me, please. I'm loyal to the king. Bring that hot flame, new peace. Hey, loyal to the king. Until the righteous reign. Loyal to the king. I walk that straight lane to break the chain. Loyal to the king. The devils can't have me, please. I'm loyal to the king. Bring that hot flame, new peace. Hey, loyal to the king.
Because I'm willing to fight against drug dealers if they Muslim, if they Christian, if they atheist, if they Buddhist, if they shooting black men. Guess what? I'm gonna say something about it. Because you know what? Just like you ain't gonna, like your boy said, it ain't gonna happen. Guess what? I'm not letting nobody sell you drugs without me saying that. I'm not gonna do it.
Something to follow, had loyalty, every man tried to borrow, felt pain, and a lot of sorrow, got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke, living confused, about to lose hope, cops got me on the side of the road, like a sideshow, need an antidote before I croak, now I'm setting fire, in prison man blues, call this guitar smoke, repping with no cause, trying to find direction, the world got me vexed, picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes a follower is a soldier trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how did you excel? With them the breath of life, I believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword with a style that they might just record. The only thing equal is the curse for the wicked and the righteous reward. Have mercy on the many, don't see it. Separated from the tares. Now on my prayers and it's so be it. A rebel, take the world by word of mouth. UPK, we the rebels that you heard about. Yeah. And it ain't gonna stop till 100 verdicts in the house and I'm handing verdicts out. Get rank, you ain't heard a clout without a shadow of a doubt. These devils hitting licks off us. Fuck the bank, I'm about to spawn a pocket ticket office. Can't sweet talk us, cannot stop us. And plus I know the feds watch us. Telling people that they church full of witch doctors. Put us in prison and stop violence. Meanwhile, UPK turning rebels into Rottweilers. And leave with mighty men. And now I understand things that never truly made sense. Like why I'm crying at this funeral for a criminal. Knowing you ain't innocent, it's fucked up. But my boots shine, standing between two priests, about to blaze on their ass, call it tough love. Look out for niggas just cuz, and wouldn't touch a white bitch with OJ's black gloves. Father, forgive me for my error. I'm forever by your side, clean and purge me of all my flaws. This the reason I'm alive. Thank God for this truth, cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause. Look, man. First time I make a manager in your Honda, man, hit 3807.
Rebel without a cause.
My little daughter with me. Opened the door, he was dropping the truth on me and all that.
Rebel
He said,
without a
yeah,
cause.
man, you know, you do your time, we taking the mountains, training in hand-to-hand combat.
Rebel without a
said,
cause.
oh, yeah.
It's the reason I'm
Shine me
alive.
up,
Thank
nigga.
God for this truth, cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause.
You cannot whoop us. We're already dead. We're already beaten down. We've been beaten down for 400 years. We already got the wounds inside and outside our bodies. How you gonna hurt us? You cannot threaten us. You cannot frighten us. We live in the most frightening places, under the most frightening conditions. We are immune to fear. We are immune to harm. You see what I'm saying? You have stepped into a cesspool. You're the only one gonna get infected.
Warrior with the hands, that's what I'm all about. Hunger in my eyes, vengeance in my mouth. They don't want no altercation. Situation gon' get critical. It's best that you be easy. The end gon' be biblical. Look, flow like a river. It's something like a miracle. Royalty in my veins, loyalty in my ways. Payback in every breath, plus revenge in my heart. The truth in every word. Bring light into the dark. And I ain't never lukewarm. Shit, I blazing in the season. Got plenty food for thought. Just gotta watch who I'm feeding. And I been walking with them angels. So I guess I got this pistol for no reason. Niggas barely breathing, criticizing all my achievements. Won't make me weak. Nah, it won't make me slack off. These niggas baby fat soft. Better bear witness or back off. I be ripping shit like sackcloth. Dumb dogs all barked out. My hymen say I cup full. No room for emotion, so I pour my heart out. This road hard, but I intend to stay. And if it ain't UPK, then they in the way. My niggas righteous, they real, they down to suffer. Flow so deep, they drown a motherfucker. He say he in the truth, oh yeah? Bro, this the home. And I don't hate them brothers, I'm just too loyal to my own. Plus what they believe, hard for me to follow. No rank me, no head, and I ain't leaving this body to live and sleep in hollow. So when they ask I'm UPK, you tell them absolutely. And I ain't trimming my ways for nothing, gotta execute me. Cause I can never die with my tail tucked between my legs. Shit I be thinking, watching my daughters tucked in their bed. They so smart, and Alana, she so beautiful, but they ain't like other babies, and they daddy far from usual. Now I'm missing cause I'm about my father's business. It ain't about this shit I used to do in that 98 Navy, the tan leather seats. See, without wisdom, this world make you weak. I found out that the truth was bitter. The lies are sweet. Tried everything. I guess me and Johanna had to meet. Now I make the blind see, and I make the dead speak. And teach both my little girls the day that they lie with a man, they better bring me bloody bed sheets. Chaos match the time. This Glock match my handpiece. And I ain't trying to take him out, but I will defend this house. Or take a check. 144 in that black trench on some hitman shit. She call me 47. Praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the wedding. Fuck the fame. Ask why I tell them I'm loyal to the king. Until the righteous reign. Loyal to the king. I walk that straight lane to break the chain. Loyal to the king. The devils can't have me, bitch. I'm loyal to the king.
You might go over today.
Flame new bitch. Loyal to the king.
Let everybody know
Until the
it's
righteous reign. Loyal to the king. I walk that straight lane to break the chain. Loyal to the king. The devils can't have me, bitch. I'm loyal to the king. Bring that hot flame, new
I mean, but I
bitch.
knew that, but I was like, dang, listen, man, traveling that far, that's gonna be hella on us. Yeah, it's gonna be a long drive. All right, Shalom Israel. We are back. This is Sharpen the Sword Radio with another episode. We're getting close to our 2-year anniversary about. You know what I'm saying? Get the Lord a hand, man. You understand? You got the mighty man, Officer Bond Azar in this mug with me. You understand? But yeah, we've been rocking and rolling, and that should show you something, man. You know, and am I taking no credit for what I'm doing whatsoever? Because before I came into the truth, this was the furthest thing on my mind, actually serving the Lord. You understand? But who else has this long-lasting reputation other than the ISUPK?
Right.
The one and only home of the truth that has been teaching the absolute truth. You can go look at old video. Your pastor never warned you about these plagues that was coming and these diseases. You understand? He never warned you. But Commanding General Yohana did, the men in the ISUPK did, let you know who the devil is. And that's our oppressor. Not some guy, imaginary guy that lives under the ground. You understand? He's not the oppressor. He didn't do anything to anybody under the ground about you. Right. Matter of fact, he sounds like he's a pretty nice guy. Yeah. Go down there and talk to him. You understand? He ain't did nothing to nobody. What they say, he ain't even do nothing. You understand? But there is someone that has been murdering, raping, robbing, and oppressing blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians for the longest. You understand? And guess what? He looks as if he has no intentions on stopping. No time soon. They've got white people out marching and protesting now. You understand? When a black Hispanic man get murdered. Then they got, I've been riding around the city, and I've been riding around in white people's neighborhoods, and I've been seeing so many white homeowners with Black Lives Matter signs in they in their yard. You see them too, about? I know you see them. You work for the city, so you ride around all day. So look, they got Black Lives Matter signs in their windows, in their front yards. Black lives don't matter to them, man. You understand? It's a simple stroke of the pen, right? Like when they said that we was 3/5 of a man and we didn't mean much to nobody. Guess what? They could do that same stroke and then treat us like, because they treated us like we was 3/5 of a man, didn't they? They turned around and treated us like we were nothing. They said we were subhumans. We weren't even real human beings to them. And guess what? They could do that same stroke. Say now these people are just like us. They are equal. You know, they get to live and get to do what they want to do in life as well. That's all. See your Constitution? It's for everybody, right? Nah, not so. Not so. Not the slaves. Not the people that were slaves back when the Constitution was written, and not the people that are still slaves right now, even years after it was, has been written. Guess what? We're still the slaves. And they have no plans on treating us equal. But let's get to them articles real quick. We got a few of them that I want to get to.
Starting with the first one, sir?
Come on, just start with the first one on down. That's the bottom. Yep, start at the top. Yep. And then we got a couple of scriptures I want to go over as well.
Former youth pastor admits to molesting several boys over 5-year period.
Wait a minute. No, not the pastor. It's always the pastor. Always. And what amazes me is how our people still trust our children around these pedophiles.
Right.
All of the old pastors, the youth pastors, the middle pastors, whatever age they are, it don't matter. You understand? It doesn't matter, Bob. They will molest your kids. They doing it. And then the members make an excuse. They make an excuse for it. They actually blame the children. They actually get mad. Remember that article that we pulled where the pastor had got locked up and sentenced and then was getting out, and the members were struggling on who they should ride with whether it's a pastor or the children.
Kind.
And who did they choose? They chose that nasty ass pastor of theirs, man. They said, "Damn them kids. We need the pastor back up in here preaching. We need the word." You understand? When the word was against those little children, that's what he was doing, using the word to do something nasty and horrible and heinous to those kids.
Right.
But they chose to pastor, huh? And somehow they always do. You know, Eddie Long, right? Remember when he did what he did?
Kind.
Who did they choose?
Eddie Long.
They chose Eddie Long. Damn them kids. Damn the one that murdered himself for what Eddie Long did to him. Damn that. They ain't care nothing about him. They didn't care because that little boy killed himself. They didn't care because the other one that they interviewed, he said, man, I have a hard time getting rid of this man's smell. He said, I can't, no matter how many showers, how many baths I take, I still smell him. Like, that's terrible, dog. That's terrible. For a young man, for a child, for a girl, even if it was a girl that said it doesn't matter. But either way, for our children to have to say that, and then it's not just like it's regular people just out on the streets doing it. You understand? It's the ones that claim to be lovers and freaks of Jesus Christ. They claim to love the Lord so much. Ain't that all they talk about is love and how much they love God and how much God loves them. That's all on their mind. Except for when it comes to them being perverts. Then now little children is on their mind. Keep reading.
Scott Krishner, a former youth pastor, admitted to molesting several boys over 5 years, receiving 20 years. Krishner received 3 9-year sentences for felonies from Elkhart County judge and was served 20 years in prison with 7 years suspended.
Man, that ain't enough. You understand? That ain't enough. He need to be, man. I ain't even gonna comment on that. Good night, that's terrible, man. And it's always some pastors above. It's always them. It's always them, man. It's always these preachers. It's always the ones that's teaching about the love of God. Why does the love of God in the Christian church consist of having sex with children, molesting them? It's disgusting, man. Jump to the next one. Jump to the next article. That's terrible, you know. And guess what? It's never going to stop. And this is during the pandemic, guys.
Kind.
This was during, before and during the pandemic. You know, we pulled out other articles where pastors got caught molesting children during the pandemic. Like, everybody's dying, and these perverts still find a way to take advantage of our children. Like just leaving them alone would just like not be right. You know what I'm saying? Leave them alone. We're all dying. Just stop it. Just stop being disgusted. No, they just can't do it. They just cannot do it. Come on with the next one.
Marijuana legalization fuels rise in accidental Slovakia. Marijuana legalization fuels rise in accidental exposure to children.
Okay, now, and this is in
Canada.
Canada, yeah, it's in Canada. Guess what? This is coming to the U.S. This is coming here. It already been happening here. There's been plenty of exposures to drugs, you know what I'm saying, from children by their parents, right? That has been happening. But guess what's going to rise now? Because you're going to get more and more careless. Hell, you're a junkie. You understand? Junkies don't have it together. It's not like, your children don't know what you're doing. You know, you do it in front of them. You know, you leave your drugs out. You pass out high, and the children come in, see you not sleeping because you're tired from working all day, but because you're a junkie and you've been getting high. They come right in the room. They see what you're doing. They see the drugs, wherever you got it at, in the bed or the table. They go. It's going to happen more and more now, especially with them so-called legalizing the weed now. Go ahead, read a little bit.
Legalization of marijuana in Canada led to a nearly 9-fold increase in emergency room visits among children. Mm-hmm. In one of the country's provinces were accidentally exposed to the drug. In particular, the province of Ontario saw a rise in emergency room visits for accidental exposures among children after edible forms of the drug were legalized.
See, now that's all of the gummies that they making, the weed gummies. They got weed chips and stuff too, don't they?
Brownies, cookies,
Brownies, cookies,
Jell-O.
candy, Jello. Come on with it.
all that.
All of it. They making edible weed, everything. I seen all of the candy. Somebody posted on Facebook, like a pop-up shop thing they was doing, and so I don't know if it was a complete like weed pop-up shop, but you know what I'm saying, they had a lot of it there, and they turned around and they had a lot of the candies, man. The damn, what's them little boxes of sweet tarts or something like that? I think I seen them. Come on.
They got the knockoff brands of the characters. They got the Frosted Flakes, the Skittles, the Cheetos.
Yeah, I think I seen them.
Yeah, they make their own little cartoon version that look like
come on. That's terrible.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, and kids, it's like it. What's the other? It was something else before the edibles that came out that was like candies, made little candy shapes. Was that ecstasy? In different colors? Yeah, I think it was, and the kids was getting that. A lot of kids got, you know, got hit with that ecstasy because it looked like candy, and they picking it up. Of course, kids is, you know, like I said, junkies aren't responsible. You're a crackhead. You're a pill head. You're a weed head. You're not responsible, man. You're leaving this stuff out around your kids. Why? Because guess what? You're an evil parent. You're so disgusting. Some of our people shouldn't even have children. They shouldn't even have kids, man. The things that our kids are suffering behind these so-called parents, man. Because you're really not good parents at all. You understand? You claim to love your children so much. Well, if you do, why don't you get off the drugs? Why don't you stop smoking the weed so your kids won't turn around and accidentally pick up your drugs one day? Thinking it's cute. Getting weed, what'd you say? Weed Cheetos, weed Doritos, weed sweet tarts, weed gummy bears. What kid you know don't like and the UPK, we eat the gummies without the pork in it. You understand? What's that? Is that the not the Welch's brand, Mott's? I know Mott's does not have the pork in it. And that's what I give my kids. Now, I think there's another brand I seen in the gas stations that don't have it in. Huh? I did see a brand. I can't think of the name, but it's a local brand. Some that they make here. I forgot the name of it, but I seen it did not have the pork gelatin in it. It had no gelatin in it at all. And the oppressor, he's such a devil. It don't even. He's putting it in it, and it don't even need it. It's not even like it has to have the pork. There's so many other different ways that he can make gelatin, like beef, vegetable. You understand? He can use vegetables. You know, hell, how many people is really out eating vegetables anyway? Right. You could take as many vegetables as you want, you understand, and make plenty of gelatin and would not have to use that pork not one time. But he is the devil the Bible speaks of. He knows as long as he can keep us sinning against the Lord, we're going to be sick. We're going to be, you know, so the Lord is going to be against us, all of that. So now our people just pick up any and everything and don't even inquire about nothing. They don't even care. You understand? We don't even care that the beef jerky is mixed with pork. What the hell is mixed with pork? I don't want no beef jerky with no chicken and no pork in it. You understand? I want the goddamn beef jerky. But this is what our oppressor does. You understand? And our children, you can jump to the next one. We're going to try to wrap them up real quick. But our oppressor, you understand, he is a crafty bastard. He's not doing anything accidentally. Don't ever think that there is one thing that he's doing and he's not knowledgeable of what it is that he's doing. He knows full well what he's done, what he's doing, what his intentions and what his plans all along are. He knows. It's you who don't know, because you are the one. When I'm saying you, I'm talking about you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. God's very own chosen people. We don't know what he's doing. Why? Because we don't even think that he's the devil. You still sitting in church singing a song talking about stomping the devil under your feet, when the devil pull you over and stomp you upside your head, bash your head up against the hood of the damn car, plant something on you. You don't even have anything, and he'll plant something on you. That's the devil. That's the devil, man. Not some person that's up under the ground with red skin and horns sticking out of his head. You got the article?
The third one having a problem coming up.
What happened?
The third one having a problem coming up.
Oh, they pulling up. Let me see. See if I can get it. I'll read this one. You go to the next one then. I'll pull this one up. All right. Deaths mount in St. Louis as
Salakia, I got that.
Oh, you got it? Okay, okay, come over.
Deaths mount in St. Louis as COVID surge shows no sign of flattening.
Mm-hmm. And I want you to get second edge 15 too. We read that. Keep reading.
For a second straight day, St. Louis area hospitals admissions have topped 200 patients.
Mm-hmm.
As struggling healthcare systems struggle to keep up.
Mm-hmm.
The St. Louis Metropolitan Pandemic Task Force reported those numbers Thursday, as well as an alarming additional 21 deaths.
An additional 21 deaths. We over already, we passed in just these few short days of this so-called new year, we are well over, I believe, 50, 60, maybe 70 deaths already due to the COVID-19, due to the Omicron. And they turned around and warned everybody. The ISUPK has been warning you, letting you know not to celebrate these holidays. Don't celebrate Christmas. Look, not just because of the pandemic. First off, you're disobeying God, right? God hates Christmas. God hates New Year's, okay? So we told he hates Thanksgiving, because you got together around on that one too, and on Halloween. Just put all of them in there, every last holiday of the year, but especially the last good four. They loved the Halloween. Made how much billion did he make about? Wasn't it a 10.4 billion? And he made $10.4 billion for Halloween last year on costumes and chocolate. $10.4 billion, about. Come on, man. In the pandemic, where 4 people had quit their jobs last year? 4.4 million people ain't even working. Let's not even include how many when the pandemic started. 3 million that lost their job. So it's 1.3 that lost them, then 4.4 that quit them, and then the white man still made $10.4 billion on costumes and chocolate last year for Halloween. He is the devil. Yeah, he got the slaves so wrapped up in his lies and his holidays that we still break the bank spending money to go and fill up his pockets and his bank accounts. That's disgusting. And that is sad. For a people, I don't know anyone like us on the earth that just is fine with being a slave. The Chinese is not like that. The Arabs is not like that. Hell, even the Africans, as dumb as they are, they ain't even like that. They don't just want to be slaves under nobody. You understand? But us, man, we are perfectly fine in this condition. We think cashing out is the greatest thing on the planet, when cash is one of the things that we lacking the most. So you cashing out on a holiday of our oppressors, you're not impressing anyone other than yourself. That's it. That's it, because it's not getting us nowhere in life. We've been celebrating his holidays for years, Christmas, thinking that it was the birth of Christ, and it ain't made Jesus come back no faster. It has done nothing to fix the black community. Absolutely nothing. So our people, we got to understand this, and it's so many deaths and so many such an increase in one location, one testing location. We had almost 200 positive tests, and this was just a few days ago. After the first of the year, on Tuesday when they normally had the COVID testing out here. Now, at one point, the ladies and the men used to walk around a lot begging the people that would go in the bar, you know what I'm saying, to come in this building, come in class and all that, to take a COVID test. Take a COVID test. Hey, we got free testing over here. This day, or this week, Tuesday, the line was almost 3 miles back up Kings Highway, up to Kings Highway and up Kings Highway. Like the line was that long, about damn near 3 miles long. Okay. For hours. Not just like, you just had that one long line and then it just went on out. No, people kept coming. The line was that long for hours. It was a 4-hour wait to get a COVID test. That's what they said.
Good night.
And that was all day they was out here waiting. I seen it several times passing through here. The line was about 3 miles long to get tested. And guess what? Because guess what? The ISPK told you not to go and celebrate them New Year's parties. That's right. And them Christmas parties. And you went and got COVID. You went and got it. Go ahead. Come on, Bob.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You got it.
The Omicron variant, which is proven to be much more transmissible than previous variants, has pushed the region to new records for a 7-day average of admissions.
The Omicron variant, guess what? It's much more transmissible. They say you could very easily get this. You can't, and they are getting it. They're getting it. It's on the rise. It said the title of the article says, "Deaths mount in St. Louis as COVID surge shows no sign of flattening." It don't have no sign of it slowing down at all. Only increasing. Keep going.
Now 184 patients per day, and the 7-day average of hospitalizations now at 975 patients. The deaths are concerning to the task force.
And Salaki, this is just in St. Louis. This just here. This ain't everywhere. It's just in one small city. St. Louis is not that huge. But this is how it's going. It's just one small city. Come on with it.
The deaths are concerning to the task force, which admitted in a news conference Wednesday that it is struggling to provide care to those seeking help in emergency rooms throughout the St. Louis region. With 21 new deaths, the bi-state Metroplex has now recorded 70 deaths in the first 6 days of 2022. 70
deaths already. Remember, that's just one city. That's just one city. That's a lot. That's a lot of people dying in one day because of one disease. You thought you had fun, for New Year, bringing in the New Year, wasn't it? Waiting on the ball to drop. Did the ball drop? Did they even do that this year? I can't even. Hey, what the hell are they dropping the ball for when your people is dropping everywhere? Look at all the people that's dropping from COVID-19, and you waiting to look at a damn ball drop. Black people, we have become the dumbest on the planet.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
It says the highest single-day death total, this was in one day, reported by the task force was 31 deaths. December the 23rd.
Right before Christmas.
Man.
Right before Christmas. What's that song? How it go? On my first day of Christmas, my true love gave.
Good
On
night.
the 23rd day of Christmas, the Lord gave to me 31 deaths due to COVID-19.
Good night.
Come on with it. Hey, go to second Ezra. Give me second Ezra 15 and 49. What I just said, I'm playing what I just said, but what I'm saying is absolutely in the Bible. You understand? It's in the Bible, man. The Lord sends plagues and diseases. You understand? I know you think. And in some cases, I'm not totally against people that think that the white man has created this disease and he is the one that spread it and is giving it to everybody. You know, because guess what? The white man, he is capable of making up things, mixing concoctions and turning around and doing tests on us and the periodical projects where he sprayed chemicals over us and all of that. I get it. I get it. Sprayed a chemical over the complex downtown. Not quite downtown. That was on Grand, right?
Nah, that was.
Where's Periago? Was it downtown?
Jefferson and Cass.
Jefferson and Cass. Turned around and sprayed a chemical, took a helicopter, dropped the chemical over the projects, and damn near everybody in the damn complex got sick and died. You understand? So I get it. The white man has been doing all types of things to murder blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. I get it. But what you have to understand is the white man cannot turn around and make a disease just change in mid-air to 4 and 5 different things. That he's not capable of, to where it can turn into something else, to where start off COVID-19 and then bam. Because how many different strands? It has been over about 30 different strands already, ain't it?
Kind of.
Hey, yeah, if I'm not if I'm not incorrect, like I said, we pulled out the first article when it turned into 12 different strands, when it mutated 12 different times. Then the next one, I think it was about 5 or 7, something like that, where it mutated and turned into something else. Then it turned into the Delta. Now it's the Omicron. And then it's going to be something else. They saying Omicron is here. And then with our people, well, I don't want to go too far, but because we got an article about that. But then with our people being so careless with how they deal with having that disease, guess what? It's going to continue to spread. You couldn't keep your hands off of each other for New Year's. You know how they is on New Year's. They so in Christmas, right? And so for some odd reason, you don't even deal with your family. You don't even talk to them. You don't even like them. But then on Christmas, right? Now on Christmas, you love your family. You want to see them. You want to cook for them. When any other day, you won't even give them a turkey sandwich. But now you inviting them over for turkey and dressing and hog mugs and chitlins and mac and cheese. Now you made a meal for them. Want to come celebrate. It's Thanksgiving. Let's be thankful to God. And you make a Christmas dinner. Let's come on, man. Come on, it's family, man. It's all about family. Come on, family. Let's say you don't even like your damn family, but we got an article about that too. But come on, Bond, with that scripture.
2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 49. I will send plagues upon thee. Widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence.
Keep going. Show it again. The Lord said he going to send plagues upon thee. Keep going.
Widowhood. Poverty.
Widowhood. How many men is out here dying? You understand? Leaving they women and their children behind. Keep going.
Poverty.
Who is the greatest in poverty?
Kind.
Blacks and Hispanics are. We the lowest on the pole. Working our ass off for scraps. Minimum wage. Shouldn't even be a thing called a minimum wage when the minimum wage is supposed to be $20. Minimum wage is supposed to be $20 an hour. That's the minimum everybody's supposed to be making for years ago. Not just now because the pandemic went up. Years ago. Keep going, Abon.
Famine.
You understand? Food shortages. Keep going.
Sword.
We dying in plenty of wars. We don't even understand that, there has been a war against us since we've been here. We thinking a war is where your troops, send the U.S. military arm up and go get in the truck, get in the Hummer, get in the helicopter, get in the plane, and go fly somewhere and fight somebody. No, what do they call it? The war on drugs?
Kind.
That was a war against our oppressor on us. And we don't even see it. Keep going.
And pestilence.
That's them diseases. You understand? That's COVID-19. That's Delta. That's Omicron. You understand? They don't seem to be lightening up. They got happy when the numbers went down a little bit from the Delta. But what the Lord say? Not yet. Not yet. You understand? It seems as if we just have to learn a terrible, terrible lesson. You didn't learn anything just by listening. And for some odd reason, black people are the only ones on the planet that believe that going through the failure is a good way to learn, when actually that is the dumbest way to learn anything on the planet. It's to where you got to actually go through it and lose, and then damn near lose your life and your house and your car and everything else, your freedom, and then realize that you should not have done that thing. When all you should do is just listen. You have the ISUPK since 1969 teaching you what to do, telling you to listen, telling you that guess what? If you sin against the Lord, he's going to punish you.
Right.
Been teaching you that since 1969. All you got to do is just listen. You don't have to fail. You don't have to continue to eat pork and get, cancer and get all these different diseases that you're going to get from eating abominations, for eating things that God said not to eat. You don't just have to get it. You don't just have to be a whore and leave every damn man that you've ever been with and then keep going through all these failed relationships. At some point, you're going to have to look at yourself and say, it has to be me. It has to be me. There has to be something that I am doing that's wrong. You can't keep blaming every damn thing on everybody else. It's every man that you meet. No, it's not. No, it's not. At some point, you got to look at yourself and say, you know what? Maybe I should close my mouth and stop arguing. Maybe that'll help things go a little smoother around here. You know what I'm saying? If you just think sometimes, if you just listen, but you don't know how to think, that's the problem. You don't know how to listen. You understand? The Bible says that we are uncircumcised in hearts and ears, and we refuse to hear the law of the Lord. That's our problem. This is why we're having all these problems everywhere. Everywhere. Not just, you go to work and have a bad day. You understand? And then you come home and then it's like heaven on earth. No. Everywhere. With our children, with our husbands, with our wives, with our brothers, with our sisters, with our mothers, with our fathers. Every single thing that we do, guess what, comes with a damn laundry list of problems. And the only way to wash them out is by you following God's laws, statutes, and commandments. Right. Come on with it some more.
To waste thy houses with destruction and death.
To do what?
Waste thy houses with destruction and death.
Waste thy houses with destruction and death. This is why we should hear this and say, you know what? Those guys that was on that corner or on that YouTube video that I saw, the ISUPK, I think I should listen to them. Because the Lord said he's going to do what?
Waste thy houses with destruction and death.
Waste thy houses with destruction and death. That's all the hell we know. That's why justice, black people don't even seek justice. We don't even know what true justice is. We think justice is marching up and down the damn street singing and dancing. That's what we think justice is. That's supposed to come after the damn justice. The damn celebration. You understand? You're supposed to get the justice from whatever crime that was committed against you, and then you celebrate. But we take and do the damn celebration after they commit the crime. You see how they celebrated Michael Brown's death?
Kind.
They turned around and hit the streets, was playing music, hitting donuts in the middle of the streets in their cars, singing everywhere, marching up and down West Florissant. You're backwards. You don't even know what true justice is. The Lord said he was going to destroy our houses with destruction and death. COVID-19 is one way, one huge way he's doing it. First you thought the damn COVID-19 was fake.
Right.
Then you turn around and now you think it's real, but you thought it was over. Then now you wouldn't celebrate it, and now you're in the line going to get COVID tests because you know you're sick.
Kind.
And that you're hoping you don't die. You're hoping you don't die. Come on, was it Eddie?
That's it, sir.
God, go back to give me the next article.
Kind. It's exhausting. St. Louis hospitals overwhelmed with COVID-19 patients.
That's what the last article was talking about. They hinted at it. Now this one is bringing it all the way out about how these hospitals, they wore out, man. It's not enough nurses, not enough staff to work with. Come on with it.
The nurses and the staff are dying.
They getting it too. They getting it too. Cause hell, you can only do so much, man. You know what I'm saying? You can only do so much of washing of thine hands and putting on of thine mask and, you know what I'm saying, dressing up in thine suit. There's only so much that you can do to protect yourself. And if you're going to get it, you're going to get it. You going to get it.
So like it.
Come on.
Especially if you celebrate Esau holidays.
Oh, man.
You know they did.
You know they did. That's why the line was 3 miles long.
Kind.
Right here in one location. If I'm not mistaken, bars, they cut the people that have symptoms, the testing for the people that have the symptoms. They said they slowing down on that. They not even finished testing people that's got it. I got that article too. That's claiming they got the symptoms. So I'm telling you, test is running out. Even though Biden ordered how many billions of damn tests? I forgot how many it was. Was it 51 billion or something like that? He ordered tests so that everybody in this country could get tested. That's what Joe Biden did. So he's supposed to be putting money out there for everyone to get tested. Now, here's the thing, though. In the meantime, you done celebrated the holidays already. You done been around everybody already. Y'all done spread it already. So, hell, you getting tested and you already got it. Hell, you'll be done died before you can take the next test.
Kind.
And then you know it's a lot of people that got sick, that get sick and don't go get tested.
Kind.
It's out of them. Don't even care about it. Come on with it. Read some more.
A record number of patients with COVID-19 have been admitted to St. Louis area hospitals again.
What?
Again.
Again. You thought it was over. And now here it is again. Come on, man.
St. Louis Metropolitan Pandemic Task Force reports 227 patients were admitted in the last 24 hours.
That's just one day. That's just one day. And the hospitalizations has increased. The testing has increased. The deaths has increased. Everything is going up. Omicron been on the rise since last year.
Kind.
Since last year. Wasn't it November when they hit?
Kind.
Since November. And the ISUK told you not to celebrate these holidays. Stop celebrating them, period. Because all you're going to do is have the Lord sending more plagues. Jump back to 2nd Esdras. Give me 16 and 18.
2nd Esdras chapter 16,
Then we'll read the other article.
verse 18. The beginning of sorrows.
The beginning of sorrows. That's it right here. We in those times. The last days, we are at the beginning of sorrows. And we don't even realize it. You just waiting for the damn COVID-19 to be done with so you can move on with life. That's not these times that we living in. The Bible says that we are living in high times. And we need to awake out of sleep. I'm paraphrasing. We need to awake out of sleep. We are spiritually dead. You out walking around right now. I'm pretty sure some people is going to church. Today Sunday. I'm pretty sure some people is either going to church or already out of church. Or online going to virtual church. You somewhere, going somewhere, doing something. The last thing on your mind is to actually come serve the Lord. Now, they not rushing to do that about it. You know what I mean? They are not knocking down the door to come and actually serve the Lord. But they are going to go hear some old lying, greasy preacher. You understand? They are going to go hear that. Because it sounds good. It sounds good, man, listening to that versus actually coming in here and giving your obedience to your God. You understand? And actually doing the things that he said to do. Going to go hear a preacher preach and sing and dance and give him a few dollars for his concert, it's much easier. It's easier than you fighting that lust of yours. You understand? For you molesting children. That's why you go to church. You're a child molester yourself. That's why you go to church. You're a drug head yourself.
So, Lakia.
Go ahead.
Verse 17 says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?
Who will deliver me in them days? Come on with it.
Good damn night.
I know. Come on with it. Go back to the top. And you can go where you need to go.
Verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings.
Wait a minute, 16 to 8. Start at 8.
Started verse 16 and 8.
Yeah,
Kind, sir. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues.
Mm-hmm.
And who is he that can drive them away?
Who is he that can drive them away? You know how many people that got the vaccination, they got sick again? You understand? They either had gotten sick, got the vaccination, got sick again, or never got sick, got the vaccination, and got sick. A lot of them. Who can turn around and drive away what the Lord sent here? Nobody. It's cool that they working on a vaccination. We're not against it. We're not for it. We're not telling you that you must take it. We're not telling you not to take it. Because guess what? Up under Commanding General Yohana, we get taught the truth. We know and understand that the Lord sends these plagues. Read it again. Huh?
2 Ezra chapter 16 verse 8. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues.
Mighty Lord do what?
Sendeth the plagues.
He do what?
Sendeth the plagues.
The mighty Lord sendeth the plague. You better pay attention. All of you people out there that's just be watching our videos and is not serving the Lord, you better be paying attention. The Lord sendeth these plagues, and they ain't going to stop until this is over. Okay? Christ said to the Lord, thy will be done. And guess what? Him sending plagues to America to prove his point to the earth, not just America, but to this earth. You understand? To prove his point, that's his will. The thing is that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we should be prepared way on beyond than what we are. In the ISUPK, we are prepared. We're prepared in here.
That's right.
But out there in the world, man, I pray for my brothers and sisters that they don't have to damn die before they come in here and change their life.
Kind.
Keep reading.
A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? Okay, now
who is not afraid of this COVID-19? You understand? You scared of it? What was everybody doing? What was the white man doing? He went and bought all the damn bullets. Now you know he's stupid. He went and bought all the tissue, all the chicken, and all the bullets. You know what I'm saying? Walmart. Hey man, I was so mad when I went to Walmart to go get some ammo, and ain't none in the damn shelf. Ain't none in the stores. They bought all the bullets offline.
Kind of.
Hey, they trying to stock back up online. Usually you can find anything online, but not now. Why? Because the white man's so scared out of his mind that he went and bought all the damn bullets that he could find. Because he know that day is coming. He plans on fighting the Lord. You understand, when he returns. That's what his plans are, but he's going to lose. You understand? He's going to lose. But they're scared. Our people are scared. Listening to all these nuts on YouTube.
Kind.
Had them scared of the vaccine about before the vaccine was even made.
Kind.
Now tell me you ain't stupid. I mean, I ain't talking about you, but I'm just saying, you in general, talking about our people that's out there in the world. How on earth do you get scared of a vaccine that they didn't even make? And say they try to control you with the vaccine, but the vaccine wasn't even out yet. Donald Trump let everybody back off of damn quarantine and told them go back to work before they even made the vaccination. But you scared of the vaccine. You're not scared of the damn disease our people are dying from. You're not scared of that. But you were scared of the vaccine. You was more so scared of the damn vaccination than the damn disease. Now that's retarded. That's a people that is completely asleep. You understand? Complete slaves, and just follow our oppressors and whatever they say and whatever they put on YouTube. The vaccine is the mark of the beast. How many people died from the vaccine versus how many people died from COVID-19?
Right.
This cold that you just cannot seem to drive away. This thirst that you just cannot quench. It's more. You can get to the scriptures you want to read. Go ahead. Come on with it.
I read the one I wanted to read, verse 17.
Okay, read it again then.
Second Esdras chapter 16, verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?
Who will deliver me in those days? And see, this is what our people is like. Is running around, woe mean destruction. Woe is me, destruction to me. You understand? What's that song? Self-destruction? You're headed for self-destruction? You understand? That's what woe is me means. Self-destruction. And who's going to deliver you? You don't have the Most High on your side.
So lock you.
Go ahead. Come on.
Verse 11.
Come on.
The Lord shall threaten.
He shall what?
The Lord shall threaten.
He shall threaten. Keep going.
And who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence?
Come on, man. Come on. The Lord is no joke. The Most High is no joke. This is why the ISUPK has been telling you the absolute truth about the Most High, about our King Christ, and about our responsibility as his chosen people. So that he won't have to threaten us and he won't beat us to powder. It's in the Bible. This is in the Bible. The only thing that will fix that is your obedience. That's it. No way around it. Your money ain't going to get it. You know, when a lot of women in the church say they blessed and highly favored, you know they only saying it because they cute, because they thick, and because their asses is fat. You understand? That's the only reason they saying that. You ain't blessed and highly favored because you are a faithful servant. You know what I'm saying? You are a obedient child. It's not because of that. It's because their ass is fat. It's because they look good and they thick as a mother. That's why black women in the church say that they blessed and highly favored. That's it. For no other reason. But you're a full-blown sinner, slut, drug head. Y'all are sleeping around for drugs, doing all kinds of things, sleeping around for money, doing all manner of evil, but you're so blessed and highly favored. You could think that all you want. The only way to fix that is if we obey our God. That's it. You understand? Give me the next article, man. Come on with it.
Kind of. Omicron COVID surge forcing restaurants to close. Others lose customers.
They losing customers. They turn around and closing. This one is finna shut it down again.
Mm-hmm.
They're about to shut this place down again. If they can't get it under control, which the articles keep alluding to them not having a handle on this strand right here. So you very well may be looking forward to restaurants closing again. You know, and I believe that a lot of people, man, they've been so busy, these restaurants, that they not sanitizing the way that the CDC claim that they should do it.
Kind of.
You know, they so big. You ever seen some of these lines?
Kind of.
It's like, I have never seen a damn Wendy's line so long in my life.
Right.
Wendy's food ain't even all that good. But the line be wrapped all the way around the building, all the way out the lot and on the street sometimes. Burger King food is not that good.
Kind of.
But I have seen lines long wrapped all the way around the buildings, all the way out the lot, all the way down the street. A lot of these restaurants, they too busy. They too busy. And they losing because they closing doors and losing customers. Come on, read just a little bit of them.
Several area restaurants closed this week because too many employees caught COVID or were out waiting to get tested. A sign on the door at O'Connell's Irish Pub says the restaurant is closed. It goes on to say we are unfortunately unable to open at the current time due to the continued spread of the Omicron variant of the COVID-19 virus.
Yeah, and it's going to keep going. And the first time, almost, over 100 businesses in the city of St. Louis closed alone, just in one city. 100, that's big. That's a lot of jobs lost. That's a lot of restaurants closed. A lot of businesses closed in one small city. And now they doing it again. And during the whole pandemic, they had been shutting restaurants down because they weren't following the different mandates and the different policies that the CDC put in place.
Kind of.
They weren't. I remember going to one restaurant to go eat. I think it was where was this at? I think it was 54th. They turned around and they had the tables. You know, you gotta turn around and space everybody out. I was like, how are they even maintaining? Like, it's only 10 people in here. You know what I'm saying? 10 tables that you can utilize. Only 10 people in here. How on earth are these people staying open? You know, and if I'm not mistaken, the one on Limerick closed, didn't it?
Kind of.
Yeah, that one closed. I think that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all of them like that. You know, I just don't understand how they staying open. You know, but it is what it is. And they turn around and closing again. Come on with it. Read a little bit.
A message on the restaurant's Facebook page says the closure will allow our staff time to heal, get those negative test results, and figure out all of the scheduling.
Okay. Jump to the next one. I want to read this one.
Nurse claims she saw a COVID patient out shopping hours after testing positive.
Come on, man. That's a good old American way, ain't it?
Kind.
Come on with it.
A video shared by a health card worker claiming she spotted a woman out shopping at a clothing store after hours after testing positive for COVID-19.
Hours out, not days. Not she'd see her, 4-5 days into her quarantine. Saw her hours after testing. And this is the devil.
Kind of.
And they don't care. Remember the article that we pulled out where it said, where the Klan had said to give as many nakers COVID-19 as you could?
Kind.
Just walk up to them and cough and spit and gag in their damn face.
Salaki, they was in the Salaki, if I may, they was in the damn grocery stores coughing on the food.
God, I know. Because they want to spread it. They definitely want to give it to us, especially once they heard the numbers had switched. Because at first, as they see, this is how you know this is the Lord. All of the melanin nuts out there. When I'm talking about a melanin nut, I'm talking about black people that believe in skin color being the reign supreme. Now what's that saying? I love the skin and I'm in. I love the skin and I'm in. But melanin ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You understand? I'm not looking at my skin color so amazed, like, this is what made me who I am today. Because of damn melanin. Not at all. It's because of the Lord. You understand? It's because of the Lord. Now, you had them when all of our oppressors was getting it. At first, the melanin nuts was saying, see, that disease is for them. Then it switched. Then we started getting it. Then the article started coming out about how, of course, we're less healthy. We have less medical coverage. For some odd reason, when our people go into these hospitals and things like that with lesser insurance, such as like Medicaid, Medicare, we get looked down upon. But it's insurance. You still gonna get paid. You still gonna get paid for your services. Not like you coming in, and you don't have no insurance.
Right.
Now, they really look at a nigga sideways when you come in with no insurance. They still look at you sideways when you come in with lesser than insurance. Like Medicaid, Medicare, what's the new Better and Obamacare and all that free stuff. They still look at you less than. So once they figured out that it's because we are less healthy, we have less access to doctors and medicine and all of that, because that stuff is extremely high too. You're asking a poor person to pay a copay. You understand? $30 copay. Buy the medicine. Sometimes that's high. Poor people, man, just can't afford it. And they're more susceptible to getting the disease because they already have pre-existing conditions. So once the oppressor heard that's when they switched and said, okay, yeah, let's give it to them. What you say about cough on the food? You know what I'm saying? And they are nasty anyway. Even before the pandemic, they would be coughing and gagging every damn word.
Salaki.
Go ahead.
Before the pandemic, they was on video licking the ice cream and putting the top back on.
Yeah. God, that's what I'm saying. They are disgusting. They are disgusting. And the white woman, remember the one that went in the store and touched everything, said, I got COVID, and touched everything and thought they was going to let her walk about the store with
Salaki. What about the devil at the fast food restaurant taking a bath in the sink?
Who did that?
The devil.
Where?
Man, I think it was a Burger King or something.
Oh, come on,
yeah.
In the back where they
make the food.
Oh my
he in the
God.
sink taking a bath.
Oh, come on, man. Hey, these people, they are the devil. Like, I don't know what else to say about them.
Yeah.
They are the devil, man. They're disgusting. I would see them sitting outside of places, restaurants, or wherever they at, taking a smoke break, coughing. They're about to die. About to die. You know what I'm saying? At the grocery stores, at the damn restaurants, at wherever they are. Walmart. I remember I was at Walmart one time, and there's 5, 6 of them standing out front smoking. Smoke every day. I thought it was on fire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I thought it was on fire. And they come in right back into work coughing every damn word on every damn thing and on everybody. Our oppressors, these people, they are nasty. They been nasty. They been not washing their hands and all of that.
Right.
Because they think they so clean and so pure anyway. They don't give a damn. Cleanliness comes from Israelites, comes from black, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Damn right.
Not the heathens. You know? Come on. Which one was that?
It's the
Restaurant?
Yeah. This the one about the
the lady shopping. Go to the next one. Come on, go to the next one.
Kind, sorry.
Because you get the point on that. The devil is just gonna be the devil. Our oppressors are just gonna be our oppressors. Ain't no change in them. There is no change in those people at all.
Where are the teachers? COVID-19 slim staffing at St. Louis area schools.
COVID-19 is slowing everything down.
So, Locky,
go ahead.
My son teacher out with COVID.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, could have gave it.
That's in Ferguson school district.
Yeah, could have gave it to your son.
Kind.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and she a sister.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure. The staff, everything. The Lord, He said He's going to send these plagues. What did Ezra say? To destroy our houses.
Right.
To destroy the houses, not to turn around and build them up. They got the wrong God in their Christian church. That God in the Christian church. No wonder everybody is so eager to serve Him. He a sissy. You know what I'm saying? That God in the Christian church, boy, He just love everything. He love everybody. He don't hurt nobody. He don't do nothing to nobody. He ain't sending no plagues. He just wants you to be wealthy and prosperous and have money and life abundant.
Right.
Woo! Man. Sound like He is the one, but He is not. You understand? That's just the one that you choose to serve because He goes more according to your feelings. And what you want to do in life. But what we're reading and what we're actually going through here in these times, what we've been going through, you understand, is that the real God, the God of the Nakers, ain't no joke. You understand? He ain't no joke. And we got plenty of scriptures to support that and back that up. Is He plays no games. Well, Master P, you say He's bout it.
Damn right.
And you better get bout it and start obeying. That's what you better do before the Lord turns around and destroys your house.
That's right.
You got to turn around and make you a believer, make a believer out of you. You understand? Why would the Lord have to do that to His chosen people? Why would He have to make a believer out of you by way of death and destruction? When we're supposed to be the ones that, hell, I don't see nobody as eager than black folks to try to go to church. Do white folks make a fuss about going to church? Hell no.
Right.
You don't even know when they go. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know when white people go to church. But black folk, boy, look, they making posts about it. They driving, playing gospel music on the way.
Kind.
They inviting you to their church on Saturday. You understand? Like, come on, man. It look like we're the ones that Paul wrote about in Romans 10. You understand? Matter of fact, read a little bit of the article, then we're going to get Romans 10.
Kind. Where are the teachers? We know about the nationwide substitute teacher shortage, but now tenured teachers are absent from classrooms across St. Louis.
Okay, now, it's already a substitute. It's been a sub shortage. They don't pay teachers enough. That's one reason for the shortage. They don't pay them enough. And the sub short already was short. But now the staff is getting just as short as the damn subs due to the pandemic. Read a little more.
We have a lot of staff that is out right now with COVID-19 on quarantine and will not be able to provide adequate services for children in the classes.
Good night. Come on, give me Romans 10 real quick. And I believe you can just start at 1. And we're going to read down a little bit.
Romans chapter 10, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved.
Read it again. Now, it's key words in there. And the way you want to read that to where people can get the point. You put emphasis on certain words.
Kind of
Now, read it again and take your time this time.
Brethren,
Mm-hmm.
my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel
Mm-hmm.
is that they might be saved.
You understand? That they might be saved. It didn't say everybody.
Kind of.
It didn't say everybody. It said that his prayer to God is that Israel, that they might be saved. Not everybody. Salvation isn't for everybody. So let's get that clear first. Keep reading.
For I bear them record
Mm-hmm.
that they have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge.
So when he say I bear them record, he's saying that, look, I can attest to this. You understand? I'm a witness to this. I seen it. I can tell you this myself, that they have a zeal for God, but not what?
But not according to knowledge.
Not according to knowledge. You doing it according to Christianity. That's where your zeal from God comes from. I mean, your zeal of God comes from. It comes from Christianity. You're worshiping the wrong God. You understand? You're worshiping a God that's not even a God at all. That's what you're doing. But you have a zeal. Our people out there, they zealous, but just not according to knowledge.
Damn right.
You understand? And the knowledge is his word. Knowledge is the law. That's the one thing that you don't want to do, is obey God's laws. Keep reading.
For they being ignorant of God's righteousness.
They being ignorant of God's righteousness. Everybody in the Christian church is ignorant of God's righteousness. They think his righteousness is saying that, you love God all the damn time. Singing a song, they think that that's righteous. If that's the case, man, God damn, we'd have been out of here if singing was the way. You know what I mean? You know how many songs they sing before they start the service? They sing about 5 damn songs. This every Sunday. And who can sing better than your Mahalia Jacksons and your, you know what I'm saying, hell, even your Freddie Jacksons. You understand?
Right.
Your Michael and your Tito and Jermaine Jackson. Who the hell can sing better than a nigga? You understand? We would have been out of here had it been by way of singing. But that's righteousness to the Christian church.
Right.
They think that that's what's righteous. Why? Because they are ignorant of God's righteousness, man. God's righteousness ain't in no damn lyrics to no song. It's in his word that's in this book. That's where it's at. Keep reading.
And going about to establish their own righteousness.
So they go about and establish their own righteousness. You go and you sit and you talk. Matter of fact, you remember when we was talking to the Christian pastor. What I was going to say is, if you go and you sit and you talk to a Christian, whether it's the member or the pastor himself, when you start bringing up what righteousness truly is, what the Bible says, he's going to figure out some type of way to go around it.
So like it.
Go ahead.
Didn't pastor say Christ ain't died to save
Christ
us?
he ain't come to save us.
He ain't come
That's
to save
exactly
us,
what he
man.
said.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he said.
Kind.
That's exactly what he said. And then said he ain't come to save me either. He said that he came to save the people that's in Israel right now. That's what he said.
Kind.
And when I asked him, I said, you talking about the white man? He said, yes.
Kind.
That's who Christ came to. So what in the hell are you doing what you're doing for? Why are you even a, what was it, apostolic?
Kind.
Pentecost? What was
Apostolic.
Why are you even an apostolic preacher then? Why are you telling people that Jesus is going to come save them if Jesus ain't going to save them? Hypocrite, man.
Kind.
You understand? They go about establishing their own righteousness. They made up some garbage.
Kind of what kind?
It's made up. But then when you hear what the ISUPK is doing, which is following what's actually in the Bible, now we're the ones that's the cult.
Right.
We don't molest children in here, but we're the cult. Damn near everybody, every Christian member that's in the church has been molested by, and I'm talking about the grown ones too. They've been molested by preachers. But somehow we the damn cult. We don't sleep with other men's wives in here.
Right.
But in the Christian church, it happens every day. But we're the cult. We're the ones that's wrong. No, we're the ones that's right, and you're the ones that's wrong. We're the ones that will obey, and you're the ones that's not. You don't want to. You don't want to. And so I guess the Lord is going to have to turn around and 2nd Ezra 16, and what verse you read, was it 8, to where he's going to destroy our houses. That's what you are. That's who you are. Come on with, read a little more.
Kind. Have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God.
They have not submitted themselves to the righteousness of God. If you claim, there's a song out that they got. It's called "I Just Want to Be Right." All right, they claim that the song, they just want to be right with God. I want to be right. If you want to be right, then you are going to turn around and you're going to follow what God said is righteous, not your pastor. Because your pastor is a liar.
Damn right.
A hypocrite. A homosexual. A damn thief. That's what he is.
Kind.
But that's who you listen to. That's who you listen to. You look at Commander Junior Hunter as if he's just a what they say about us about we just as bad as the KKK.
Kind.
When we ain't lynched nobody, we ain't murdered nobody. All we simply are doing is talking about him. We're telling the oppressor to his face that he is the devil. And we've given him his religion back. And we've turned around and we picked up our culture that's in the Bible. But they look at Commander Junior Hunter as if he is a brute for that. For giving God's chosen people back what the white man stole from them. What our oppressors took from us, he's giving it back. But he's looked at as if he's worse than the KKK for doing just that. Keep reading, Devon.
For Christ is the end of the law for righteousness.
Okay, now, this is where a lot of Christians get slipped up at. Is that they think that the end of the law part means that the law we don't have to keep anymore. And if that's the case, I'm gonna test that. I'm gonna test that on a Christian. The next Christian that tell me that we don't have to keep the laws, I'm gonna go on his wallet and I'm gonna get about $50. I'm gonna just take it, and then I'm gonna give him his wallet back and tell him go on. Take your punk ass on. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just rob him, right? And I'm gonna see was that lawful. I'm gonna see if he call police on me. See if you tell that I robbed him. You know what I'm saying? I'm kidding. I ain't gonna do that. But I'm just saying, if God's law, that's one of his laws, is not steal, right? Thou shalt not steal. So if I go into a pastor's pocket and take his money, then he shouldn't say nothing, because the laws are done away with. That is so stupid. Because guess what? The laws are not done away with. Christ being the end of the law does not mean that you don't have to keep the laws anymore. What this is talking about is the punishments of the law. He's the end of the punishments because guess what? He taught us how to obey the law. If you are driving 35 in the 35-mile zone, the police, when he zap you, he's not going to turn around and pull you over and say that you got hit doing 75 because you weren't. You were obeying the law. If you walk into the grocery store and pay for your groceries, no one is going to hit the alarm and say that you stole everything in your buggy because you're obeying the law. Same thing with the Most High. The Most High is not going to punish you if you see another man's wife and you let her go home. Miss Parker, I need some young meat. But you decide on, instead of giving her some young meat, you let Miss Parker go home. You're not going to get punished because you didn't break the law. That's what that means. You understand? Christ is the end of the law. The punishments for righteousness. Read it again.
For Christ is the end of the law for righteousness.
He is the end of the law for righteousness. Why? Because he taught us how to do it right. Commanding General Yohanan teaches us how to do it right. You don't have to get punished anymore for you celebrating holidays. Because guess what? In here, you can learn to stop. And that'll be the end of the law. You're not breaking it anymore. No need to punish you. In here, you can learn how not to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You know how many sisters that I talked to in this school that used to love that shrimp?
Right.
And them crab legs. But you know what? The end of the law was Christ. They turned around and learned what Christ taught, and they stopped. You understand? They stopped. So no need to punish a sister or a brother anymore for eating shrimp and eating lobster tails, because they don't eat it anymore. Now they eat lawfully. They eat what God said you could eat in the law. So now that's the end of the punishments of the law. Keep going.
To everyone that believe it.
To everyone that believe. Not just, because we know Christians claim they believe, right? Belief is not just talk. Because that's what the Christians do. They talk about loving God. Yeah, I love God. Yeah, I love Jesus. Yeah, I believe in God. Yeah, I believe in Jesus. Yeah, but as soon as you say keeping the law, oh man, we ain't got to do that. The law is done away with. No, it's not. No, it's not. Keep going.
For Moses describeth the righteousness which is of the law.
Moses describeth what?
The righteousness.
The what?
Righteousness.
The righteousness which what?
Is of the law.
Is of the law. Right here in the Bible. This is the New Testament. Trip them out, Bond. You know, they hate the Old Testament.
Kind.
But this is in the New Testament. The book that they claim to love and follow the most. It says right here that Moses, read it again.
For Moses describeth the righteousness which is of the law.
Moses described the righteousness which is of the law. The law is what makes you righteous. That's what righteousness is, the law. It's not whatever silly thing you make up in your head. It's not what they have made up in the church. Righteousness is what God prescribes as righteousness. And it's in the Bible. Moses wrote about it. Every prophet after him spoke about it. And even Christ. He taught us exactly how to do it. Come on with it. Go jump back to the last two articles. Man, you remember last Sunday when I said that we was going to have all these different deaths after New Year's, after we did the show? Man, it was several articles that popped right up after the show. More and more deaths. It was another child here in St. Louis that got shot due to the celebratory gunfire. It was a brother, I believe, in Chicago, got murdered by the cops because he was letting off shots in the air. And so they decided to blow his damn brains out because of him shooting in the air like a damn fool. Somebody called police on him. Said this man is shooting up in the air. And the police came to get him to stop, and then they shot him. So it was several different things that happened right after that, Abba. Right after the radio show. I just wanted to make it. I just wanted to. What happened? Want to come up?
Kind of. Sure.
All right, let me see. Let me see. I think I got these two. Huh? God, yeah, I see. And you know what? Yeah, it is. Hold on. Let me get the article. I got you. Wait a minute. I see what it's doing. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, there you go. I got it. All right, first flu Rona cases reported in the U.S. All right, health authorities in California, Texas, and Kansas have reported cases of flu Rona in which people have seasonal flu and COVID-19 at the same time. Good night. You turn around and you thought that this thing was over, but now it's even mixing with the other ones. Now you're getting pneumonia, you understand, the flu, all of that at the same time. You're gonna get the common cold with COVID-19. Okay, and it says the first known case was detected in Israel, but until this week, no cases have been reported in the United States. In Los Angeles, a teenage boy tested positive late last week for both illnesses at a COVID testing site in Brentwood. The Los Angeles Times reported the child's mother tested positive for COVID the next day. This is the first one that we're aware of. Steve Farsam, Chief Operating Officer of 9/11 COVID testing, told the LA Times in and of itself, it's not overly concerning. However, it is concerning and can be problematic for someone who has pre-existing medical conditions. And it says anyone who is immune uncompromised. All right. So that was the last one to talk about the flu Rona. Yeah, about the flu Rona. And next is gonna be the new Rona. You understand? You're gonna get the pneumonia in the Rona. You understand? It's gonna keep on Rona is gonna keep on rolling. I'm telling you, I don't see Rona stopping and slowing down no time soon. No time soon, Bob. And it don't seem like the people that's getting it even care. You was scared to a point. You understand? But now it's like, man, look, they don't care. The woman, that white woman at the mall, she showed up, didn't care. I was shopping, touching all the clothes, all the hangers, all the rack, coughing up and down this damn store aisle. You know what I mean? Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, give me these last couple of scriptures and we get out of here. Go to Deuteronomy 7 and 15. This is what your obedience will get you right here.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord will take away from all the Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord will take away from thee all sickness.
All what?
Sickness.
All sickness. COVID-19, flu Rona, pneumonia, new Rona. You understand? What else they got out there? AIDS, Omicron, Delta. You understand? Just keep on going. The Lord will take away all sickness. All right, keep going.
Away from thee.
Mm-hmm.
All sickness. And will put none of these evil diseases of Egypt, which thou knowest, upon thee.
Now, as the children of Israel was coming out of before coming out of the land of Egypt, the Lord sent Moses. You understand, and when it instructed the Pharaoh at that time to let his people go. You know, Moses, they made several different movies and all kinds of different things behind that slogan. And Moses he was already, you know what I'm saying, the man to us, you understand, in our records. But the white man, by him popularizing it, making a movie, putting himself as character as Moses, turned around and made Let My People Go famous, right? So he went to the Pharaoh and telling them that we needed to go and serve our power, our God, in the wilderness for, 3 days? 3 days. He didn't want to let us off for 3 days. Same way the white man today don't want to let you off of work for no day. He don't even want you to have Saturday off and Sunday off. He don't want you to do it. You understand? So the Lord turned around, and Scripture says that he hardened Pharaoh's heart to prove a point to, guess what? Our people, so we could know that our God was real, and that Pharaoh and everybody else in the world would know that the Most High, the God of the Israelites, you understand, was no joke. All right? The only God that even exists. So he turned around, and before that, he sent several different plagues on the cattle. You understand? Turned the river into blood. The locusts. You understand? It was it was 7, right? It was seven plagues total before we ended up getting up out of there, right? And so that's what the scripture is talking about those plagues that we know that we saw, right? And then in Deuteronomy 28, it says that the plagues, even that the plagues that's not written in the book, you understand, such as COVID-19, that if we would obey him, that he would do what with those plagues? Abba, keep reading.
But will lay them upon all them that hate thee.
Man, now that's love, right? Your pastor, what he's talking about every Sunday in the church is not love. That's not love. That's gay. Okay? That's weak and that's gay. But this is love right here. To where the Most High loved his children so much. To where if we will only obey and do everything that he said do, instead of the diseases that we know coming out of Egypt and the ones that we know now today, such as AIDS and STDs and all of these other plagues that we seem to get the most because we are the most disobedient, then he would turn around and he would put them plagues and them sicknesses, them diseases on the very people that hate us. Now that's love right there. You understand? And with that, Shalom Israel, to the next one. You understand? The next upcoming food drive is going to be on the 21st, right? The 21st of January, 1 to 3 p.m., right outside of our school, 5261 Delmar Boulevard. Make sure you are there. Shalom Israel.